Markus, Mark, and Michael. Teeming with testosterone, they're the three alpha males of modeling. And they smolder, smile, and strut their stuff on runways around the world.
Basically, it's very hectic. I fly back and forth to Europe. The last month I've been working non-stop in Europe. 2 days in one country, 1 day in the next country, 3 days in the next country. But Sweden is where I grew up, and it will always be special to me.
Markus Shenkenberg is perhaps the most popular Swedish import since the Volvo, and infinitely sexier.
My mother raised me to be a sex symbol.
With his leonine languor and flawless physique, Markus has been called the world's first male supermodel. And that's quite a weighty title to carry, but he wasn't always king of the modeling jungle.
When I look back as a kid, you know, I was just one of the guys in school. I mean, I could never have imagined all this stuff, all this sex symbol and all this stuff. It's quite amazing, I would say. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a fighter pilot, and you know, I always wanted to be a professional NBA basketball player. That's my basketball coach who got me into working out, lifting weights, because he thought I was too skinny.
It's hard to believe this body beautiful wasn't always so buff. But fine-tuning a fabulous physique is mandatory for male models.
Some days, of course, I don't feel like working out, but I make myself go because, you know, it's almost part of my job. You know, you get used to it, and I consider myself very lucky to do what I'm doing.
All I know is that 5 years ago I was working in a bar, you know, serving beers. I made $200 a night, and I'm doing a hell of a lot better now, so I can't really complain.
With his chiseled cheekbones and killer smile, this Dutch treat is a masculine mix of rugged and relaxed, and he rules the runway with grace and style. His cosmopolitan career has not left him jaded.
That's what I like about Paris, because everywhere you go, there's a courtyard and there's a back place, and there's some beauty going on.
For Mark, modeling is not just a job, it's a joy. And rather than compete with rival male models, Mark has bonded with them.
That's the cool thing about it, because we joke around and we hang out, and you know, you see each other everywhere in the world.
And wherever the nomadic world of modeling takes Mark Vanderloo, he'll always be wearing a smile.
Home is where the heart is, and I'll take it with me everywhere, so.
And supermodel-turned-actor Michael Bergin has taken it off everywhere. This all-American Adonis has adorned the campaigns of Calvin and the beaches of Baywatch.
I mean, when you get a lot of exposure and a lot of publicity as a body model, you become typecast as a body model.
Or in Michael's case, a body supermodel.
I really don't understand it. I mean, what's it like? There's a person and then there's like a super person? I mean, models are models to me. You know, some do better than others.
Michael may just be the world's most modest supermodel.
I don't even want to say, like, I was so good-looking. I was on the good-looking side. No, I would never say that. Shoot me if I ever act like that, or if I ever become that.
Whether he admits it or not, the camera has always loved Michael, even before Michael learned to love the camera.
I didn't like being in front of the camera. I mean, I wanted to like being in front of the camera, but I didn't.
And he liked the runway even less.
One time I almost had a nervous breakdown, really. And you get out there and you start walking the runway, and you just see like hundreds and hundreds of people tied up against the runway, just staring at you, like with no expression on your face, like, you know, like a little twinkle in their eye, like, you know, hi, how are you, how you doing? You know, nothing, just like staring at you. You know, they're not even like staring at the clothes, they're like looking at your face to see if you're good looking enough, you know? It was very uncomfortable.
So when Michael reached his modeling peak, he decided to make the often perilous leap from print ads to prime time.
Does anyone see my chair? Oh, here it is.
From Manhattan to Malibu, Michael has joined the Bodies Beautiful on the set of Baywatch, where he gets to showcase his phenomenal physique, as well as his fun-loving personality.
I have like 20 different personalities. I'm a goofball, I'm shy, I'm nervous, you know, I'm outgoing.
And even though Michael will never admit it, he's still a sex symbol.
I can't answer that because I don't think of myself as a sex symbol. I think it's, you know, I just don't.
Goofball. Goofball is a good word for me. It's fun. It's like I feel like a little kid, you know? Let's start some trouble.